Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here today at the Startup Brain TV, the platform to help you boss up and create wealth for yourself. So if you're new to my channel is all about business, entrepreneurship, and bossing up. So if you're interested in all that type of content, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button because that's the only way you will be notified each time I release a new video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about how to start an online boutique for less than 200 bucks. Yep, it's absolutely possible. And I'm not going to be talking about running your boutique, of course, because starting your boutique and running your boutique are two completely different things, okay? But we're talking about getting that business off the ground and ready to go. So if you're interested in finding out how you can basically start that boutique on a budget, then you better stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Quick disclaimer, this doesn't include anything to do with trademarking or registering your business, because I know that this varies with every state. So I'm not going to be talking about the legal aspect of running your boutique or starting your boutique. I'm going to be talking about the other essential aspects of actually getting that boutique up and running, okay? I do have another video where I talk about starting your online boutique legally, and I'm either going to link it down below or you can just check somewhere on my channel and you should find that video, okay? Now the first thing you need to do, of course, when starting your boutique is to come up with a niche or a business idea. Be clear on what type of products you want to sell. Don't be very generic. Like I always say, you're not a shopping mall. Pick a niche, okay? If you're going to be selling women's clothing, what type of women's clothing are you selling? Is it trendy products? Is it more of corporate products? Is it more of plus size clothing? Is it for petite women? Is it for tall or short women? Are you going to be selling children's clothing? Is it going to be toddlers from this X amount of age group? Is it going to be men's clothing, from this X amount of age group? So be very, very specific on what type of products you want to sell, okay? Of course, coming up with a niche is free of charge. Once you have a niche, the next thing is, of course, to find a vendor that actually supplies these products to you. Now, there's so many free platforms you can use out there, such as fashiongo.net, Orange Shine, or the good old Google. Just go on Google and Google for wholesale vendors, or if you don't have the time to do all that research, check out sellpirate.com. It has a lot of wholesale and dropshipping vendors that you can access. You can access them either free of charge, but of course, the free version is limited in terms of the number of vendors that you gain access to. But if you do decide to go for the premium version, it's currently $87, but if you sign up, you can actually get started for $57. But you can also go the free route and not have to pay anything for wholesale vendors. So this is optional for you, okay? Now, once you've found a vendor that actually sells the products that you're interested in, next thing you want to do is get in touch with these wholesale vendors. Find out from them if they actually have any samples of their products. Not every vendor is going to allow sample orders because they basically want you to buy everything in bulk, right? So you want to make sure that you get in touch with them, because you never know, you may just be an exceptional case, who knows? But get in touch with these wholesale vendors. Ask them if they actually offer a dropshipping service, because there's a lot of wholesale vendors out there that do offer a dropshipping service, but they just don't mention that on their website. And there's some that just don't even know what dropshipping is to start with. Now, if you're new to my channel or you've never heard about the term dropshipping, it's basically a pre-order inventory ordering system whereby you don't have to order anything in advance. So when you're thinking about buying wholesale, for example, it involves buying wholesale in bulk prior to actually reselling that to your customers at a higher price. With dropshipping, however, you basically just list those products on your website as though you already have them in stock, even though you don't, but your customers don't need to know that. And then when a customer buys from you, you then pass their order over to the supplier, and then you only pay them the cost price at this stage, okay? So you're not actually paying for any inventory unless your customer buys from your website, okay? So that's how dropshipping works. You list those products on your website. You can actually get access to the different product descriptions and prices from your wholesale vendor. Now, if they offer a dropshipping service, then they usually allow you to use their pictures, even though I always recommend you get samples, which is basically going to be the next step that I'm going to be talking about. Make sure that you have those products on your website, and when a customer buys from you, you then pass your order over to the wholesale vendor, who then ships out the product directly to your customer, and then you keep your profit, okay? So it's the same strategy. You basically sell the products at a higher price. So if your wholesale or dropshipping supplier is selling the stuff for $5, you sell it on your website for $15. A customer pays you $15. You pay that supplier $5 only, keeping $10 profit, while your supplier basically ships out the products directly to your customers, and you don't have to buy anything in advance, and it's so much less of a risk. Okay, so it saves you the stress of having inventory that nobody wants to buy, and then you have all the money tied up in stock. Okay, because we're talking about starting your business for literally less than $200. The only way you can source inventory is by having a pre-order method or using drop shipping. So speak to your wholesale vendors, find out if they offer a drop shipping service, and if they do, order some samples from them. Now, ordering samples will depend on how much money you've got accessible and how much money you want to invest. But you can order 4 or 5 pieces to start with, just to see what the quality of the products look like and to see how consistent those materials are as well. Because if all those 5 products are cotton, then most likely majority of the products will be cotton. If those 5 products are polyester, then it's very likely that majority of the products will be polyester. Okay, so order some samples, because at the end of the day, you need to have some products on your website to sell, right? So you want to use that to test out the products, test out the quality of the products, take some pictures of the inventory, watch them, re-watch them, and see how long the quality holds up for. Now, when it comes to investing on sample products, I would say maybe allocate a budget of $100 to purchase sample inventory, okay? And if you're happy and content with that product, you can then list them on your website. So at this stage, we've only invested about $100, or maybe $157 if you decide to sign up for Sellpire. Now the next step, of course, is getting your website up and running. Now, because we're actually being really tight on the budget and we've only got $200 to spend, you're gonna have to create your website yourself. Okay, so we don't have the money to invest, but you're gonna have to invest some time learning how to do your own website. I recommend that you check out Shopify. Shopify, you can actually start for free. They've got a 14-day free trial that you can use to basically create your website. And if you're not content with your services, you don't have to pay the $29 per month that they charge you after the 14 days. Okay, so even at that, Shopify is already $29. That's your $29 investment. So we're now at about $180, less than $200, right? You're gonna have to get a domain name to get your website up and running. They usually cost less than $10 a year. Hosting, Shopify, I recommend Shopify. Again, like I said before, it's $29 a month, but you can get started absolutely free of charge. So now we have a whole business up and running for literally less than $200, guys. So it's really easy to start your boutique on a budget, and don't feel like money should stop you from running your boutique. Okay, the next thing you want to do is, of course, promote. Thank God for social media. It's free. You can literally start promoting your products on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, anywhere on social media for free. Okay, so as you can see, we've literally spent less than $200 to get this boutique business up and running. You have wholesale vendors, access to wholesale vendors. You have your website up and running. You're gonna have to invest time learning how to create your website. So as you can see, it's very easy to start your boutique on a budget. You don't have to invest millions of dollars to get that business up and running. Of course, all the strategies exclude any other legal things that you have to do, which will vary with every state. Getting your seller's permit, getting your business license. Some places actually require you to pay for these services. So I'm not actually going to be touching on those aspects, but these are the sort of key essential things that you need to get your boutique up and running. Okay, so guys, this is how you can actually get your boutique up and running for less than $200 in a nutshell. And of course, there's much more to launching your boutique than what I've mentioned here, but if you can get this thing set up, then you're pretty much done the majority of what you need to launch your boutique. You've got maybe 80% of your boutique ready to go. You can actually launch your boutique right now whilst you work on the other aspects of your boutique. Okay, and again, if you're still struggling to set up your boutique, you can check out the Run Boutique Business Kit, which has basically everything guys that you need to start your own online boutique from scratch. There's nothing else out there in the market offering you that service. So if you're looking for an all-in-one platform or all-in-one kit that contains all the courses, vendors, planners, social media templates, inventory spreadsheets, financial spreadsheets, and everything you need to start and launch and run your boutique, check out the Run Boutique Business Kit for all that information. Okay, and I'll leave the link down below to all that information. So I hope you guys found this video useful in starting your boutique on a budget. Of course, this is likely to vary depending on what platforms you decide to use for your website, or what wholesale vendors you decide to use, and how much you decide to invest on any sample inventory, okay? And of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button, and I look forward to catching up with you guys in my next video. Bye for now.